How about loves? Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star Baby Jessel. Just woke up and I'm here with a dream. I need to stop saying from a nap because technically that's not my nap, that's my sleep. I'll be up all night. So I'm not waking up from a nap. I was waking up from being asleep. The message I heard is about the dream. I'm here with a dream, yo. It is a dream. I was living in the apartment I grew up in on Bracewood. And I don't know if this just represents my like childhood home. Like, and even though I guess because I did technically grow up in this house, I was an adult before my mother purchased this house. But I think I was pregnant when she moved over here. I was pregnant with my son. So, I was grown. But simultaneously, I was still living with her at that exact moment in time. I think a few months after that, I ended up moving out with my son father. But I didn't grow up over here. I grew up on Bracewood in an apartment. And that's where I was at in this dream. I'm in this dream. I'm in this apartment doing my own thing. And I think I was in the living room doing something. I don't remember what I was doing. I think I might have been eating. Yeah, I was eating. I was cooking and eating. Which, in dreams, that represents glorifying God. Okay. There's this group of men. It's like a little car and a truck, whole car full, whole truck full, sitting outside the apartment, staring at my apartment, trying to figure out where I stay at. And okay, there she goes. She stay over here, and with this, what we gonna do, and that's what we gonna do this, then we gonna do that, then we gonna do this, then we gonna do that. Okay, what's good? I'll just doing my thing. They come, bang, bang, bang on the door. I opened the door and let them in, baby. When I say we had a full blown brawl up in there, and I called the police. Okay, I called the police, and we had a full blown brawl. They leave, okay, with their tail between their legs. And in the next scene of the dream, I end up. It's almost immediately after my husband pulls up in his truck, to pick me up and take me with him. And then after that, he takes me to like a washateria so that I can clean my clothes. And I'm going to say that the husband bagging up right after, I feel like, um, okay, I'm going to get to the next part. But, then at the, it's like a washateria and a store. And at the washateria, once again, I wash my clothes. And it's like I really felt like it was important for me to wash my clothes before I moved. And I feel like this is like for whoever this is for, you may have went through a lot of trauma during your childhood. You went through a lot of trauma as you were growing up, and you want to be rinsed clean of it. It's almost like a baptism, even though it's not you physically, it's your clothes. But I feel like that's what it represents in his dream. Moving on. While I'm there, there's like a beauty supply connected to the washateria, and I go in there and I start seeing some little cute stuff. Like I see this cute little shirt. I forgot what the shirt said, but I left it there. But I think it said something about queen or something like something about be beautiful queen. I was like, oh, this is cute, and I almost got it, but it was a stain on the shirt, so I left it there. And then I saw a choker, like it was really cute. But one thing I noted was that it's blue. Okay, I really wear blue like that. Don't judge me. And it's this girl that's shopping with me. When she stood out to me too, because I'm like, who is this? Okay, and she was reminiscent of somebody that my ex cheated on me with. And she like, oh girl, you should get this choker. Oh girl, this will be cute on you. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, get that, baby. I'm like, why would I get that? And why would she be there? But the dream carries over. Okay, and I go to check out, and they, help me get all my clothes together. And then, you know what I'm saying, I go out. And I don't know why at this point in time, when I leave from out the washateria this time, and I go out to the truck that my husband have, it don't look like a truck anymore. It look like a bus. And it's like our stuff is everywhere. My son is sitting in there. His stuff is everywhere. And it's like we all packed up and ready to roll, bro. And that's the message. That's the dream I mean. The scripture comes from John 13 and 20. Truly, truly, I say to you, he who is receiving whomsoever I may send receives me, and he who is receiving me receives him who sent me. So here's the message. God said, you know what I'm saying? I feel like for whoever this is for, it may cause you a little confusion. It may cause you a little confusion. It may cause you a little confusion, but you is about to get married. And this is somebody 9 out of 10. This is gonna be like out of nowhere, yo. And I say it because I feel like it's gonna be a situation where you weren't exactly expecting it to happen, but you just knew in your spirit it was gonna happen. And I'ma also add 9 out of 10 is somebody you know. And the reason I say that is because it's like it's impossible that you gonna get married to somebody, some random stranger out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a situation where the men that was trying to break in, even if they did, you know what I'm saying, successfully get in a little bit, me and them fought. The cops came. I'm not going nowhere with them. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't it. And then it almost immediately after they left, my husband pulled up. I feel like for somebody, the devil is attacking you so hard trying to keep you from getting this blessing. The devil is going ham trying to attack you, trying to do anything he can to stop you from getting married. And I don't know what it is, what kind of blessings that you about to receive out of your marriage. I don't know what kind of blessing your marriage is going to be to the world. I just feel like the devil is fighting tooth and nail, nail and fist. It's almost like I just feel like it's a lot of pressure. Like the devil is furious. Oh, I gotta stop it. 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 God said they gonna get that. You know what headed to. They gonna have to find the nerve and the audacity to leave you alone. They gonna either that or they gonna find themselves in the jail cell. And that's what it is. And that's the end of it. They gonna end up in jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. It ain't gonna be us. You ain't going nowhere with no man that you don't know. This wasn't a situation where I was with a stranger. And even though I'm sitting up here scratching my head because, like, in a dream, the husband never got out the car. He never came in to wash area. He never came in the house. I never really got a clear view of his face. The only thing the hit that I had was why the world am I buying all this blue stuff, bro? That's what I was like. What in the world? And but I will also add that it wasn't no other colors. It was only that was the only one, and she was like, "Ooh, this is cute." And I think the other option was black, and I was like, "Ooh, I don't want that one." Sure don't want that one. I don't really like blue too much, but I for sure ain't finna real like you know what I'm saying. It ain't to say I had my little gothic moment, and you know what I'm saying when I was in middle school when I was really really going through it. I would say after I didn't have to go around the person that was saying me anymore. I, went through a little gothic moment before I finally blossomed into the pink fairy that I am today. Okay, when I got to high school, I blossomed into a pink fairy. I started wearing heels, and you know what I'm saying? I started being girly, and I feel like I got into my bubbly personality. But throughout middle school, your girl was not happy. She was not happy. Elementary school, she was not happy. She was not happy. She was not happy at it show. Anyways, I think my elementary school principal worked at my high school. And when he realized I went to school there, he was in shock because it was my senior year. Okay. And the reason I was in trouble is because my dance teacher wrote me up at the end of the day because how dare I come to school on my birthday in a shirt that wasn't the high school shirt. Baby, when I say he looked at me and said, he was like, "You go to school here?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Dang." And I think he was in shock because I never got in trouble and sent to his office, yo. But in elementary school, I was off the chain. But when children are going through stuff like that, they act out, bro. So by the time I got to high school, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't acting out at all anymore. I wasn't even doing anything. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't doing anything, which was the reason he told me, you know what? Don't worry about it. Just sit there until the bell rings. And I was like, really? He was like, yeah. So I sat there and finished eating the little cupcakes my friend made me. And you know what I'm saying? Read through my birthday cards, counted up my birthday money until the bell rung. The teacher came in there. Why didn't you come back to class? He told me to sit here. She got all mad. And I still feel to this day, that woman was racist because it don't make no sense as to why she treated me that way on my birthday. Okay. And always took out the time, effort, and energy to try to bully me and harass me. I still feel how I feel and I still say what I said. Everybody else kept saying, well, she said you remind her of somebody. How, bruh? And she in her 30s and I'm barely 18. How? How I remind her of somebody? You know what I'm saying? Grow up, bruh. And who do I remind her of in the sticks countryside where she grew up, except a situation where y'all was being racist to somebody? Because I refuse to believe that, you know what I'm saying? Please, back then, please stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? It was a situation where when you was growing up, y'all used to bully the black girl. And now you feel like you should be able to bully the black girl. You bet what that you got me messed up, bro. I think I got 3 or 4 demerits off of rolling my eyes at her alone. And this was not me acting out. This was me, ma'am. You not finna, baby. You, baby, stop playing with me. Baby, you is not finna sort me out of it. Like I said, I don't like bullies. I don't care how big or how small. I will knock you down. Dang it. Anyways, go and say there's a devil that is hot, bothered, annoyed, and frustrated. But go and say you are going to get married. And that's the end of it. And you gonna get married to whoever this person is gonna have for you. That's who you gonna get married to. And once again, I don't know what the blue represent because it could represent whoever the person is, but it could also represent like pureness. Water is blue. The sky is blue. It could represent other things. But I just feel like that's one thing that I can't let it keeps pointing out. And it wasn't like, it wasn't a chain choke. And that's another thing I was thinking, like, dang, they don't have none of the chain. I like the chain chokers, like the Cuban links, and I like those. Those are really pretty. You know what I'm saying? I had one. Well, I have it, but it broke. I gotta figure out, I gotta take it somewhere and get it fixed. But okay, anyways, like, I just feel like it's a vibe where it was like a cloth choker, but it had like stones in it. But y'all know the ones that they sell in the beauty supply. Y'all should know what I'm talking about. It was one of those. It was like a little cloth choker, and it was blue. And then I had a black one, and I was like, ooh, if I got to choose between the two, I'm gonna choose the blue one. But I'm gonna also add, even with this part of the dream, the option is always there to leave the necklace all together. But I don't know. And you know what I'm saying? Even looking into that part of my dream, I feel like the black one may be something more sinister because it could be a situation where somebody is trying to pray this over you. Because another thing that's significant to me, once again, this woman that was helping me, that pointed out the choke to me in the first place, is the woman that he was sleeping with, that he was cheating on me with. So it really made me feel some kind of way. And I don't know if it's a vibe where she like felt guilty. I don't know if it's a vibe where maybe she's married, maybe she always been married and she was never trying to steal my husband. She feel bad. I don't know what the vibe is, but she was standing there telling me, "You should go. Yeah, you should get this. Looking so pretty. You're so pretty. It's gonna look good on you." Etc. Da 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 da. Like it was like she wasn't being mean. She was really being, and I felt like she was genuinely being nice, which also shocked me. I was shocked. I was shocked. I don't know why I think some people really think that if they be mean to me, they gonna get the right reaction. Baby, you ain't gonna get nothing but me turning into a buster, bro. Because you not finna be mean to me, okay? I have been through too much HE double hockey sticks. I'm not finna take it. It's gonna be a situation where we gonna be going back and forth. If you wanna get on my good side, you gonna have to show me that by being nice, bro. I don't understand the logic of anybody thinking, ew, I wanna be that person's friend. I'm finna go be mean to them. Baby, you is not finna get on my good side doing it. And that's just what it is. And I know some people think that way. I had this friend in school, bro. I'm thinking about my I just remember his name too. I had this friend in high school, right? And we had I forgot what class, Spanish class. And I remember like we would sit at the same table, which is why people what he did. This man kept all irritating our teacher, like he did it on purpose. I was like, why you keep doing that? He was like, so she gonna remember who I am. He said, I'm just gonna do it for about a week. And then after this week, I'm gonna start being nice. I just want her to remember who I am. I was like, I couldn't help but to laugh because I can't call it stupid because it's true. She didn't remember who he was. I remember who he was. And it's been what? Over 15 years, bro. I still remember that nonsense, bro. Like, I was just in shock. Like, what? Okay, just like in his dream, the girl that's helping, I was just in shock. Like, what? Why are you helping me? Like why are you here? And then even more shocked that, what I'm saying, the fact that I don't even like once again, I'm not sure who was in the truck, who was waiting on me. But I'm in shock because I'm like kind of like trying to figure out why she is helping me. She ain't even trying to be out there messing with him. What? It's a whole new world. Okay. Nobody was trying to run out to the truck to see what he got going on. Everybody was inside the store. And I feel like that may be representation that he ain't the person I'm finna marry because baby, baby, because I like, you know what I'm saying? Over these few years, what I have saw, what he has shown me and what I have saw is I can't go nowhere in peace without my husband looking, winking, and sneaking out to be with somebody, bro. And that just causes me to believe he ate it, okay? That ain't my, okay? That ain't my, ain't my man. It was, yeah, where's this blue? What is this? Okay, what is this? Who is it? And what is this? Okay, and that's the man. Then my son was there comfortable, you know what I'm saying, chilling. He got his stuff too. I'm like, what is this? Who is this? And what is this? But that's the dream. God said it's somebody or it's just the devil in general because I feel like there is only so much one person can do. But when it's a situation where different aspects of your life are just, it's like attack, 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 attack. Somebody, you are going through this right now. It seemed like every time you turn around, there's someone trying to get at you. Every time you turn around, somebody is trying to attack you. Every time you turn around, something is happening. God said it's because he moving right now. And the enemy see it and he don't like it. But he can't do nothing to stop it. All he can do is make your experience up until the moment it's time for your husband to come and collect you a living nightmare. But he ain't going to be able to touch you. It's just like what God told Job, the devil about Job. You can do this, you can do that. Okay, you can do this, you can do that, but you can't touch him. Better not one hair on his head. You better not touch him. You better not touch him. Even when he was sick, God was like, that's enough. God, I just feel like that's the vibe for whoever this is for. For whoever this is for, it's a situation where the devil is attack, and using any and everybody to attack you. But what he wants to happen is not gonna come to pass. And it don't matter who get upset about it. It don't matter who is mad, they feelings hurt, nobody cares. God said all these people are wasting their time and their efforts and their energy. These big. Like, and like I said, it wasn't just no one man. It was a few. It was a big old group of men. And all of them that I could see, the ones I recognized were people that I saw as enemies. Okay, because I remember when I was married, the second time I was married, he had some friends that he had a friend that was trying to fill up on me. He was there, okay, and I had to tell him what was going on, and baby, he had to tell him to stop coming by our house because he was there and sit outside stalking my house. It was this somebody that was an Uber driver, and I think I recall that same Uber driver being out of nowhere at a dang fiesta. When you know what I'm saying, at a fiesta, like he was trying to like kidnap me, bro. To be honest, because I can't figure out what else he was doing there. He was there, And those were the only two people I recognized. And I feel like it stood out for a reason. This is somebody, if you are a woman, there are men that have sought war against you because you will not sleep with them. God said they will be judged too. In this moment, they will be judged too. Because they gonna once these all these people is gonna see you get married and roll off into the sunset with your husband. All these people is gonna see you get married and ride off into the sunset with your husband. And the second part is a show that even though those women may have sought war against you before, they not gonna do that to you now. They not gonna be fighting with you. Whoever this man is, it's not somebody that's gonna bring all this drama. It's gonna be a situation where you gonna be at peace, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? People trying to attack you and come at you, and I just almost feel like take you up out of here. I feel like this is somebody all the while you are getting ready to meet your husband. There are men lusting after you and lurking in the shadows. And they feel like they should get a sample. They should get a sample. They should get a sample. And it's almost like in reality, that is an attack. And that is an attempt to take somebody's life because it wasn't all situation. This wasn't just one person. This was a whole car, 2 car loads full of men. I'm not finna let y'all come up in here and touch me. You got me messed up. Like, are you serious? Cause you about like that's somebody that wants something bad to have. That's gonna put a woman in a hospital. That ain't no good time. That's a brutal attack. What they plotting is a brutal attack. A brutal attack. That's what that is. And that's what the devil has planned. But God said it's not going to come to pass. Them men going to go to jail. And that's what they should be. Because what, like, the idiocy of a man seeking war against a woman. Anyway, you weak sauce in my book. I remember one night I was at the after hour and I was shooting pool. And it was this guy, like, I had already called this pool. The pool table was empty. Nobody was there. I had waited my turn. I had called the table. My friend went to go get some change. And you know what I'm saying? This guy, I want to play pool. I want to play pool. I want to play pool. You need to move out the way. Boy, you got me messed up, bro. If you don't get your weak sauce masculinity up out of here, bro, you don't get your drunk butt up out of here, bro. I'm like, baby, and you know what I'm saying? We talking noise the whole time, baby. I guess he thought I was gonna shut up. I am not gonna stop. You got the right one today. You got the right one today. And I may be a girly girl, but baby, grew up a tomboy. You got the right one today. But I'm going to go back and forward with you, and I'm going to go back and forward with you, and I'm going to go back and forward with you. And if you think that you going to seek war against me, baby, let me tell you about life and how I will embarrass you for being a weak man. How is it that you got your feelings hurt by a little girl? You got your feelings hurt by this little old woman over here? To such an extent. I gotta destroy her. I gotta destroy her. I can't believe she embarrassed me like that. You shouldn't have came messing with me in the first place, bruh. That way. And now you feeling some kind of way. Oh, you want to send people after me? Oh, you fuck you. You is a punk, bro. Boy, you is weak, boy. You is a punk, boy. Lame, boy. That way. Anyways, that's the message. God said it's so like the devil is busy and angry because you about to receive your blessing. You is about to get married. And you may not know who you about to marry. And you may not know, like, I just feel like this is somebody you have no idea who you are about to marry. You don't know when. You don't know all these details. All you know is you are being obedient to what God said. And once again, when you going through the beauty phase, like you going through this beautification process, the same one that Esther went through, it'll be a situation where, you know what I'm saying, people that was ignoring you when you started are starting to take notice of you. And it's not always a good sight because, you know what I'm saying, I'm going back to the Queen Charlotte show, is some people that are married already that be trying to go after women that not for them. Because if you already married, That you know what I'm saying, you would be disrespecting that woman by going after her. And for some of y'all, that's what these men want to do. They want to disrespect you because how dare you be as beautiful as you are? How dare you think that you're going to get married? How dare you know that God have a blessing for you? How dare this? How dare that? How dare this? How dare that? God said he finna shut all these men down and he's striking them all at the same time. It's not going to come to pass. They going to end up in jail or they going to end up beat up and they're going to be embarrassed because they're going to get beat up by a girl. And that's what God said. And that's the message. Yeah, that's the message. That's the message. This is a situation where a group of men, either they want to seek war against you or they think about it, they gonna do this, they gonna go and said they gonna decide that they gonna try to seek war against you and they gonna get they what you know what handed to them, and it's gonna be handed to them by a woman. By a woman. By a woman. And it's a whole situation where they got in their feelings because they wanted to, you know what I'm saying, be all, you know what I'm saying, flex they muscle, and they want to run you and tell you what you gonna do and how you gonna do it and you gonna this, that, and the third, and you told them it's a no and it's a hard no and they feel some kind of way. Baby, God said all of them, the whole lot. It ain't just one. This is somebody, you got a bunch of men, male enemies, that are angry with you because you refuse to sleep with them. Angry with you because you stood on it. Because guess what? Even after me and my second husband, you know what I'm saying, separated, divorced, I ain't looking for that man. I wasn't attracted to him in the first place. In fact, I think I'm not even finna get into the details of that. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't go around trying to deliberately entertain my ex's friends. That's so disrespectful. It is so disrespectful. It is. And you know what I'm saying? I can't say. I pray to God that I don't have nobody, no ex that would do nothing like that. That would deliberately go out their way to sleep with one of my friends. I pray I never end up married to somebody that would deliberately sleep with my friends. Because it's disrespectful. I don't care how fine she thinks she is, bruh. It's finer women out here. Oops, sorry, it's the truth. You ain't just got to sleep with her. You can find somebody else to sleep with. Dang. I'll just be honest. And that's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Why in the world would you even want to do that unless you're trying to piss your ex off? And you know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect, but I know I ain't never do nothing in none of my relationships to such an extent that my ex is, I got to get her back. I got to get what I'm going to do to get her back. I'm finna go sleep with her friend. I ain't do nothing to you for you to go and sleep with my friend because I for sure ain't sleep with yours. So what are you doing? And you know what I'm saying? In reality, due to the fact that I keep getting cheated on, I should be the one. I got to get him back. I got to get him back. Do I do that? Nope. I don't move like that. The only thing, the relationship is over. I am moving on. And that's the end of it. And I'm moving on to who I choose. I'm not finna go and sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna go try out your friends. And in reality, be real. So women that do that, thinking that it's cute, you finna go and sleep with all his friends, a lot of times men be laughing at y'all. And it's not cute because you ain't doing, like, you messing yourself up. Why in the world would you add mileage to yourself? Why not just let it go and move on to somebody that is going to appreciate you? And you know, like I feel like it's never a situation where you prove your point and you showed them and this, that, and the third. Like, come on now. Anyways, that's the message. God said it's a group of men, yo. And it may not even be, you know, but I just feel like this is somebody, the devil himself is attacking you right now because the blessing that God have for you. And because the devil is attacking you so hard, you can't even see the blessing. You can't even see it coming, but it's coming. And once again, this is a situation where it don't make sense for you to get married out of all. This wasn't somebody I didn't know. This wasn't a stranger. It's somebody I knew. God said this is somebody you can't even see that it's right there in front of you. And I'm also add, it don't always be that this is like you get married to a person, because you could get married, being married, baby, that you about to move. You might end up having your own house. It could mean a situation where you are starting a business, or you have a business, or something is flourishing in your life. It doesn't just mean that. But I can't say, in this dream specifically, I was going to be married. I had, you know what I'm saying, got all my stuff and threw it in the truck. All my stuff was packed up, thrown in the truck. And you know what I'm saying? Included my son and his stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Even though that came at the second location. So I don't know if that's just a significant, like, a pinpoint to the fact that he goes between me and his father or what. But I also feel like him being in a dream is important because it signifies I'm not leaving him. Just because I'm leaving my mother's house don't mean I'm leaving my son. It means I'm moving to my own house and my son will be visiting me there now. And that's just what it is because he's my son. And it would make no sense for me to leave him here. So, that was, he had his stuff with him. That was significant. And I feel like the fact that I'm still trying to figure out this blueprint. I'm perplexed. I'm like, where is this coming? What is this? Anyways, that's the message. That's the message. Oh man, okay, big yawn. That's the message, y'all. That's the message. I think I finally got through it. God said, "This is somebody you about to get married. You about to get married. You about to get married." And even though you know who this person is, you may be confused about this message, and you can't see it. And it's because the devil keep attacking you in such a way that you can't even see that you about to get married. And it's like the devil is just going in. But I feel like once again, this is somebody you are going through your Esther fast. You getting yourself ready for your wedding, and it's like the devil is allowing people that's not supposed to see you to see you. That's not supposed to be worried about you to be worried about you. And once again, we already know the devil comes to steal, and destroy. So it'll be a situation where the devil don't care if he's literally just lurking all of these people into a trap. Every person that come looking lustful after you and they start thinking of all the wicked and evil ways that they could come and get to you, God said he gonna shut it down. And it's gonna be a situation where they're gonna be very upset because the thoughts that the devil allowed to creep into their mind are gonna get them caught up. So I also feel like for whoever this is for, while you going through this phase of your life, you supposed to be relaxing. It's supposed to be like a spa day for you, bro. You supposed to feel like you know what I'm saying? When you getting yourself ready, you supposed to feel like you at a spa. But you don't feel that way because the devil keep attacking you. God said, ignore him. Like, I can't sing. And that's what I was just cooking, minding my business. They started banging on that door. I called the police. Like, what else you gonna do? Let them come pick them up then. You know what I'm saying? Let them come pick them up then. Baby, like I said, I pay my taxes. I still haven't received. I haven't received my taxes in almost 5 years, bro. Like, and I was supposed to be receiving stuff back. They have not sent my taxes almost 5 years. So I got back pay going on. I pay my taxes. I'm gonna call them and they gonna come and pick you up. And that's gonna be that. Because it ain't gonna be no situation where I'm sitting up here getting ready for my husband and you already got your wife and you think you was supposed to take her spark and my no sir. You got me messed up. I will call the cops, they will take you to jail. And if you do get in, we finna fight. And that's the end of it. And you shouldn't have listened to that evil, wicked voice that told you, you see her over there, she's getting ready for you. No, I'm not. Why would I be? I don't even know you. Why would you even think that? Who lied to you and told you that? I don't want you. I didn't want you then and I don't want you now. And like, you know what I'm saying? At the moment when you said, I'm not really even attracted to her, like, I wasn't attracted to you then and I'm not attracted to you now. So don't let it be a situation where you see me with my nails and my hair done and my lashes done and I'm all dressed up and you start thinking, well, I could talk to her. I don't want you. I didn't want you then and I don't want you now. Don't even waste your time. Anyways, that's the message. God said you was gonna get married, and you was gonna get married to the person you supposed to be married to. And I feel like, okay, I'm gonna add this. Maybe it's a situation where it ain't no other like because this it's like these men is trying to make one of them an option, and they not an option. They're all bad options for one reason or another. You felt a bad vibe about whoever these men is, and it is like trying to come at you. You feel bad vibes for a reason. So that's why the other choker was black. Because why would you? And then it don't look like it's just like, once again, this wasn't just one person in a car by themselves tapping on the door. Hi, miss, how are you doing? With a suit and tie. Can I take you on a date? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to startle you. But I, like, that doesn't happen at all. They boom, 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 boom. They just gonna force their way in. Baby, y'all finna force y'all way to a jail cell, bruh. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You will be going to jail, bruh. You can't mess with the police. You can't mess with the police. You going to jail. That's what you finna do. That's where you going. Baby, I'm not about to let y'all come up in here and brutally attack me while I'm sitting here peacefully waiting on God to do what he gonna do. I'm gonna send you to jail, bro. That's where you going. We gonna box it out, bro. That's what's gonna happen. You gonna leave with knots and bruises on your head, and you gonna be embarrassed because you got beat up by a girl. That's what's gonna happen. Anyways, that's the message. That's the message. Ooh, baby. Baby, been having to stand strong 10 toes down since I was 19, god dang it, because I'm sick and tired of being trying to force themselves up on me. That was the last time. The last time, the last time, the last time, the last time was the last time. And I said what I said, and I mean what I said. And I've been meaning what I said for years, god dang. And I don't care if I'm not married and I don't have no husband to tell that what you doing, you trying to do, I'm going to call the cops on you and I'm going to defend myself. And it's not going to be a situation where you're going to get one up on me. You got me messed up. You don't know me. And that's okay. But you going to learn, you going to know who I am today. You don't know me, and that's fine. But you get to know me, and it's gonna be you doing these fists, bro. It's gonna be you doing these fists. And then it's gonna be the cops pulling up like, freeze. Come with us, sir. Come with us, sir. That's what it's gonna be. That's the message. That's the message. God said for whoever this is for, you is getting married, okay? You is getting married, and maybe a cop. Somebody may be getting married to a cop because of the blue, but I don't know. That may not be it. I don't know. Whatever it is, this person, whoever this person is, their color is blue. It's like, for whatever, it may be their favorite color. It's something. It has to do with something. The blue signifies something. I don't know what it signifies about this person, but I have to mention it. It was blue, like the little necklace was blue, and she was like, "Oh, you should get this." It was blue, bruh. Anyways, that's the message. Thank you. And you ain't gonna have to worry about this man trying to sneak off with somebody and cheat on you. You don't have to worry about them doing that. They ain't gonna be doing none of that. He was just sitting in the van. He was sitting in the truck in his little seat watching whatever on his phone. And my son was watching whatever on his phone. And then another thing I noticed while I was inside of this beauty supply, I kept on seeing baby clothes. And I kept seeing baby clothes. And they was so cute. But I was like, I don't have no baby. So I was like, I didn't want to get it, but like when I saw the clothes for like me alone, like and that may signify something. Maybe it's because the clothes were more so for a single woman than for a married woman, and that's why I had no choice but to leave it there. But the baby clothes was everywhere, but I was like, I don't have no little baby. I have my son, but he can't fit into no onesie. So it don't make no sense for me to buy that for him. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at it like, why I'm surrounded by baby clothes. Somebody you gonna end up having babies too. Your husband gonna get you pregnant. Y'all gonna have a baby, and yeah, that's the message. No, it was a long dream too, y'all. I was like, long dream. Okay, now I'm finna go back to watching the game. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys to bits and pieces. Baby, I haven't said nothing about it, but the Christmas giveaway is still going on. If you would like to receive a gift, you can email me, tamarjanelle33@gmail.com. If you would like to donate, you can use my website, starscartel.com, my Chime, $Starscartel, my Zelle, tamarjanelle33@gmail.com, or you could use my Venmo at Starscartel. All donations are appreciated. I love you guys to bits and pieces, and I'll see you guys later. Deuces.